Good afternoon. It is Monday afternoon, March 2nd, and essentially I am welcoming you to the end of the course, Management 408. It is now week 8. We are coming to a conclusion, and we have covered an awful lot of ground with a little bit left to go. This has been, as you can see, a very comprehensive course. We do talk definitely in the title about organization theory and development, but in order to do that, we have had to branch out into strategy, into operations, into the behavior of individuals, organizational behavior, any number of topics. And the reason why I think should be apparent. Everything we do, everything we encounter in our business environment affects our organization in some way or another. And we either accept it, change it, or reject it. And this really helps us understand why these things happen, why which choices are made. It's a really tough subject, and I think most people handled it well and got a taste of the variety of issues that need to be discussed and that need to be discovered. You see, most of us have this tendency to just look at what's in front of us, and we tend to approach and address problems in the context of what our specialty is. Financial people tend to look at problems from a numbers point of view, from a financial point of view. Engineers tend to look at it from an operational point of view. Marketing people tend to look at it from the market picture, and so forth and so on. And what we've seen is the need for many people to just look at it in a holistic manner. Management and organizational behavior are nothing but holistic, and I hope you got that out of it. I think the discussions were excellent. I really appreciate this was a class that tended to be very, very thorough in your opening post, and then we discovered different ways of drawing more out of each other. I have always tried to provide quick, if I can, but direct feedback, and feedback that's directed at helping you get better, helping us get better. You may sometimes wonder why, when I was grading papers, that I might have been impersonating your high school English teacher, but that's in order to make us, at least to try to make us become better communicators, because I've always believed that a great idea poorly communicated is not a great idea. And you will find that as much as people shouldn't, and we all know this, people make snap judgments about others. And, for instance, if you write poorly, you're going to have a snap judgment made. And it's not going to be positive. And what happens is some very good idea, some very good work that you've done, some excellent analysis, some excellent problem solving may go ignored, or maybe even worse, it may be misunderstood. So that's why I tended to do those kind of things. I apologize for backing out of doing these weekly videos for a couple of weeks, and I'll be very direct with you. It was out of frustration. I was looking at the number of views and just felt that people weren't watching, and I kind of got a little angry and said, okay, if they're not going to watch, I'm just not going to do them. Very ironic that comes from somebody with a doctorate in leadership development and expects leadership behavior out of people, that I would engage in a very negative behavior. So for that, I apologize, but I acknowledge it. But it's very interesting to me how people really, we really have come into an age where we have a very limited attention span. And if you can't explain something in 5 minutes, if you can't get somebody to look at something in 5 minutes, then your chance of getting it done, getting them to pay attention to your idea, it's pretty minimal. So that's why one of the things I asked for us to be in the writing and in communication is to be concise. It's the nature of the beast these days. It's how we have to do things. So, all that being said, I think it was a successful class. I do hope I have left you with the impression that I've treated everyone fairly. I have no claim on absolute correctness on any of the material. I do have a claim on tremendous experience with all of it. And I have hoped that I could have brought to you some of that experience and some of my more my deeper explorations in this, having been a student of at the master's and doctoral level, and having written on some of these subjects and published some articles and things that deal with similar topics. It's a big course. It's one that I hope you will refer back to for the rest of your career. Now for some last minute mechanics. Just be aware, essentially everything ends Friday night, okay? So the discussions, they have to be in by Friday. There is no paper this week. I will be getting the grades done on my usual schedule, but because of our grade management system and all that kind of thing, I have to have things done by Saturday because grades are due. And so, therefore, if you don't get things on Saturday and on Friday night, there's no way I can be considered. So, really, please keep that in mind. I think we've been through this for several terms now, so people should be used to this time frame. Okay, thanks again for your hard work. Thanks again for your effort. I gained insights from people as well as I hope you gained insights from me. And I hope that, as I just said, that this is a course that you can take away what you learned, and recognize that you're going to be applying it in your career, in your organizations, for a long, long time. Thank you very much.